So far we have learned computers are great if they are given correct instructions. However, there is a problem which we have not talked about. What could that be? Let's find out. Wait a minute, programming languages are not zeros and ones. But computers understand only zeros and ones. Wait a minute, programming languages are not zeros and ones. But computers understand only zeros and ones. How does a computer understand a programming language? This is where a compiler comes to the rescue. Compiler converts programming language to zeros and ones which the computer understands. That's how you would store and display a list in Python. Programming language is a communication aid between you and the computer. Compiler converts the programming language into zeros and ones which computer understands. Source code is the instructions written in a programming language. A variety of programming languages are used for various purposes. You have now mastered programming fundamentals, but this is just the beginning of awesomeness. Now you are prepared to take more courses in programming languages such as Java, Python, C++, and much more. Write the code, change the world.
John and Sam are computer science students checking their final results. They both clear their exams, but John scores less than Sam. They both sit for an interview in their dream IT company. They give all the answers correctly. Now, the interview has to choose one candidate. John scored less, but he shows multiple Programming Hub certificates of courses he's successfully completed, while Sam has none. And John gets the job. In today's competitive world, it's important to stay ahead and relevant. Programming Hub provides e-certificates that are verifiable online, helps you build a strong resume, shareable on LinkedIn, valid for a lifetime, and available for multiple courses. Complete your course to get your e-certificate today.
We know how to store values in variables and use them. But, what if you want to take some values from the user? In this way your program will be interactive and flexible. Let's see how we can take input from the user in Python. Input is used in Python to take inputs from the user. Just like print, input is also a built-in function. MyInputVar is the variable which will store the value entered by the user. The input function accepts a string that will be shown to the user when called. The output of the program will look like. The output of the program will look like. Input is used in Python to take input. The output of the program will look like. Besides which a user can enter a value. If we add print MyInputVar after the previous code, the program will return the value of MyInputVar in the output window. The What will you do if someone asks you to add two numbers? You will ask them to provide two numbers. Say 5 and 6. Perform the addition operation, i.e. calculate 5 plus 6 which is equal to 11. Tell them the result, 11. We do the same thing when writing program to add two numbers. Let's write a program which takes two numbers as inputs from the user and adds them. The program also has to print the result to the screen. What we need: a variable to hold the first number, let's call it num1. Another variable to hold the second number, let's call it num2. A third variable to store sum of num1 and num2, let it be sum. What else? Input and print functions, plus operator to perform addition and equals operator to store the result. Let's begin. Let's begin. Can you guess the output of the above program? The first line asks the user to enter the first number, the second line asks the user to enter the second number, and the third line prints the sum of the first and second number. Similarly, we can write programs for subtraction, multiplication, division or any other mathematical operation we wish to do. Keep in mind that the input function will wait for the user until a value is entered. We learned input is used to take users' input. Also, we learned how to utilize values stored in variables to perform operations and print the result to the screen.